Hello everyone, this is Marco Harold with One Arm Pooh Bear Baits. Give you a shop tour. There in the corner is my California Air Tools air compressor, 8 gallon, next to a propane tank that converted into a portable air tank so I can take it anywhere. And then that is my paint shaker. My paint's laid down the side. They really mix better or shake better when the paint's not in the bottom of the paint container. It's got to be, it mixes way better if it's in the side of the paint container. Of course, there's some inks. There's some extra paints, and of course my mixed up chemicals for the cleaning and the reducing. And then my regulator with point of use filters and water separators. And then here's some custom paints I mix up. I mix them up. If I use them a lot, I mix up an ounce or two of it. So, you know, I don't have to do it every time. Of course, my bait makers or my bait holders, and my helping hands. And this is what I mean by bait holders. I got when you look at it, see it's stretched across them ice fishing rods. This part of an ice fishing rod on either end. I cut them down and use them as a spring. And then I got a gator clip on a long wooden dowel. Comes out and holds it so I can place it in any position I want and I can spray it. Of course, my air brushes. There. And this is my container that I clean my brushes in. Basically, I can put it over that. It keeps it spilling down, all that crap. Anything in a small thing, I spill all the time. So I like that. And then this is the toolbox that I use for putting eyes on, and I use for putting hooks and split rings on. Because the way I do things, I gotta a way I do it, that requires that little vise in the background, all that kind of stuff, when I put on hooks and stuff. Then this says some baits getting ready to epoxy. Now, and up here is some really bait containers that contain thread, contain glitter, contains a whole bunch of eyes when I used to make rods and that. So, that was my rod making components. And there's one of my rods I made. And what I did is, I used a split grip. That one there's probably 18 years old. And of course, here's why I use my glitter. My rod, I use a glitter on the eyes, and that's a measurement from the trigger to there is, for a fish, and of course for those eyes. Now I'll explain a little bit. I use a spiral wrap on my eyes. When you look down that rod, see it goes from the top basically to underneath like a spinning rod. It's called spiral wrapping, and so it doesn't hurt nothing. I mean, it transitions. Takes 3 eyes to transition, and it goes out to the end. And it really it didn't affect casting. It affects fighting a fish big time. Really, you can fight a big fish and you ain't got to worry about it breaking the line because of twist. I have broke off fish with regular rods before. And anyway, so I spiral wrap them. That's how they were. Of course, there's 30 years or 40 years of anything and everything. And there's my reloader, one of my reloaders for a rifle and pistol. I used to do a whole bunch of stuff back in the day when I was normal. I shot a lot. As a family, we shot a lot. I mean, we shot a terrible amount. I say terrible amount, but what it is. And of course, it's a shop. I mean, it's my cave. It's a mess, but what I got to do with what I got to do, and the way I got to do things. So it may be messy, but I'll tell you what, it works out. It works out well. And I've had the shop now for 22 years. So that's why it's probably chaotic, cause all, and that's not even nothing. I saved 20 years before that on stuff, so you know I'm a hoarder, let's say, about certain things. But you know, it all comes into use. A whole bunch of stuff that I've used over the years, and that's a good thing. Well, that's my tour, and I hope you enjoyed it. Ticklebot, say hi. You don't care. He's saying, Dad, come outside where it's sunny. Get out of here. All right, guys and gals, we will catch you on the flip side.